Hey, what's up, y'all? Daquan here. And as many of you know, we lost another great musician, the great Shaun Martin. And throughout the years, I've been promising, like, hey, I'm gonna show y'all guys this sound that I heard him play back when Kirk Franklin and Shaun Martin came to Syracuse back in 2012, and I was hired to be the second keys to give honor to Shaun and his inspiration to my playing. I wanted to finally show you guys the sound. So if you have a motif, any of the motifs or pretty much any Yamaha, you can do this sound. Think 2012, right? When everybody used a motif, you considered that a mains board. Like, people wasn't using that as an auxiliary sound. So we was doing "My Life Is in Your Hands" or something like that by Kirk Franklin. You don't have to worry. And then he did this like sound. So it was like this. Uh, And remember, this was a motif. Nobody used motifs as auxiliary boards. So I want to show you guys how to create that sound. First thing you need to do is go to your sounds, right? Go to category and you'll find it in the reed pipe section. Okay. All right. So let me get a different mic. So once you get that, you scroll down the ocarina, right? Or ocarina, however you say it. Then you go to edit, right? So what you want to do is turn on that portamento switch. Whoop. Anyway, you want to turn that portamento switch on right here. Then you want to go to porta time, and you want to make sure that's like on 21 or whatever, around that range. And then what's important is to turn this to fingered, the portamento mode, fingered. So that way, when you press a new key, the portamento is not sliding all over the place. If you do the other setting, which I forgot what it's called, it's just not going to give that same effect. If you do fingered, you can play a new note, and then anything after that will have that portamento effect. But once you have that set up, you're good. And it's going to look a little different on a keyboard. I have the rack. Now let me adjust my camera so you can kind of see what I'm doing. All right. So, it was like, you don't have to worry. Right. This is a rehearsal. And I went crazy. I was like, yo, you got to show me that. And he was like, you the first person that I've shown. I'm like, what? So I felt special. So with this sound, right, as long as you hold down that first note, I'm playing C sharp, right? And then now, see that chord glides into that chord. So I used to do stuff like this. That was the sound. So what you can do is create or at least use a sine wave as well. So we go to synth lead, right? Go down to something like sine lead 2. Then you go to the porta switch. It's on already, so we're on 14. And bring it up to about 22. That's cool. So full time is the standard one on the Yamaha. What you're gonna do is change it to fingered. What? There we go. We got to think about the context in which we use the motif, even to this day, but like, especially back in 2012, it was all mains, right? Piano, EP, background strings, and a synth. And when I seen him play, the motif as an aux, it changed my perspective. And I was like, yo, it's really not the board. It's the player who makes the board stand out. So like that little single moment, like, really changed my perspective on synths. And it really took me to a whole different, like, street, if you will, of what it takes to be a great musician. It's not just about the runs and the crazy chords. It's like, how could you be top level with the sonics that you use and how you can get the most out of any board. Don't let people's limitations of a board, you know, spill over to you. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest moment, and that was super like inspirational for me, and I really appreciate that moment. And he was a super humble dude, and I'm praying for the family, and I'm just super glad that I had a chance to work with him and have a conversation with him, you know. So yeah, man, rest in peace to Shaun Martin, praying for his family. You know, show some love in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Do you use the sound? Have you messed around with the portamento effect? Let me know in the comments below. All right, make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next video.